Yo, it's Acrometh Gaming here. We are at Comic Con. Here we are. It's the vibe. We're going to see what some of the stalls are saying on the content. Let's get it.
To begin this, I just want to say shout out to my boys, my girlfriend, and my sister for making the vibe 100 million times greater than what it was already going to be. I appreciate y'all. As soon as we walked in, the vibes were right. We got people dancing to anime intros. They've been practicing for this. And then a whole bunch of them joined it at one point, and we're doing like anime outros and doing synchronized dance. It was good vibes. It was good vibes. I can't even lie. They had things to do with origami, and then obviously we have the manga. If you haven't heard of Initial D, apparently it's a really good manga about like cartooning, stuff like that. One of the best things about going to these events is that you have like a sensory overload. There's just so much going on. But yeah, here's my sister and my girlfriend just chatting away. They had a blast. It was their first one. But I wasn't sure if these were art books or stuff alike, but you know me, I'm a visual man. I like my art books. We've got some collections of games here. The full collection you had was actually quite good. You saw some Dead or Alive, Xbox 360, PS3. It was good. And I found the actual guy doing the vending, and he was nice enough to have a quick interview.
So I'm here helping out at Console Passion, and we're basically just a big retro games retailer. And that's what we do. We travel to all different types of events. We've been coming to MCM the past few years now, and we love it. It's great. Socials, Console Passion. Find us anywhere with Console Passion. Yeah, no worries, man.
So one thing that was consistent is you see a lot of studio kind of Ghibli art. We had some alien artwork and like some really cool silhouette art, but the next vendor had like some really interesting accessibility options for gaming.
So we've created a system that allows you to customize your thumbsticks for the game you're playing, your comfort needs, your accessibility needs, requirements. And it all starts with the knuckle. And the knuckle pops on with no tools, no disassembly, locks on, and then that is in place. And then depending on what game you want to play, we've got specific thumbsticks to help you perform better in whichever game you're playing. So for instance, if you play first-person shoot-'ems, we've got the low-level agility for running around. Then when you want precision for sniping, you just jump up and you've got so much accuracy, so little micro movements. But then we've also got a whole range of accessibility attachments, so people that can interact with the controller in new ways. Even the oversized shroom, it just allows you to interact with the controller in new ways, and it's just all about using the standard controller, the kit that you've already got in your house, and opening it up to new ways of interacting. Thank you very much.
As we walked on, we saw some really cool, like vintage, kind of thrifty kind of clothes. This is stuff my mum would like, if I'm honest. She loved like African print or any sort of clothing that just looks a bit ruggedy. Saw some cool hats. This like a fluffy, just like, when you just find like silly stuff at Comic Con, stuff you'll never wear, but stuff in the moment seems really cool, and one-off purchases. We have like really cool prints here, Mandalorian, Pennywise, all like horror movie. Had these cool gold notes that you can kind of put them in like a stand as well. It was kind of cool. There was like a Zelda one that I'd seen here. They had Spider-Man, Groot, Death Note, Toy Story. They had a bunch of notes that you can get. Here's the Zelda one I was tempted on. I really was, but I said, you know what? It's so early. Let me not make a impulse buy right now until I get to something a bit more juicy, you know what I'm saying? One thing I noticed is that I found myself always going over to anything art related. I am a graphic designer / illustrator, so seeing that Pokemon Entei artwork or the Bulbasaur or Snorlax or Mewtwo, it's very inspiring. And we got to some anime figurines. We had Toji and then Gojo. I think this is when he was young, when Toji kind of gave him the work. And then he's like, thanks for killing me. I didn't know how to do it, but now I do. And he's just moving crazy. But yeah, if you know anime, you already know. As we walked on, saw a bunch of cosplay, but the main thing we saw was these weapons. I saw the Hylian shield and Dante's gun and Negan's bat, just a lot of cool like weaponry. Then we got some anime board games and puzzles from Naruto, My Spy Family, Jujutsu, you know how it is. Bit overwhelmed, there were loads of t-shirts, loads of them, and now we have the manga. There was so much manga, I was overwhelmed. They had Demon Slayer, Chobits, Deep Dragon Ball, there were just so many. I did end up leaving with a few manga, you know I did. So we had some Yu Yu Hakusho, then we had Full Metal, shout out. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. If you haven't read it, go read it. But yeah, they had some thumbsticks as well, if you're into that kind of thing. Bit of a price for me, I'm not really too concerned, unless I'll get like a custom pad myself. We had some really cool artwork from like Phoenix Wright, Baldur's Gate, Yakuza, Legend of Zelda, the old style. Then we have this ugly thing from Harry Potter. You just know it's depressing. Look at it, ugly, ugh.
The city streets are crowded for the holiday. Even with the rain.
I know, crazy random. I was forced to touch a man's titty, it was hella weird. Anyways, we got some really nice artwork. I don't know what this is called, but it's really cool how it has layers to it by the wood. My girlfriend was just very much so interested in these 3D dice. I don't know if it's used for like World of Warcraft or like those D&D type games, but I can't lie, they were pretty cool. And then technology is getting crazy because how is it moving? I know it's machinery, but still, it's just weird to see. Even the wings. Found this vendor that did like loads of controllers. I was looking for an Xbox One for my side, but couldn't really find anything too much. They had these really simplistic artworks from like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and Legend of Zelda. Really cool. Very minimalistic. Then we ended up at this stand that did tequila and coffee. Never heard of that. Have you? Comment down below if you have. Shout outs to this couple that are Resident Evil fans. They really sold. They had like voice things on their helmets as well. Sick. And we had some canvas paint. We got some Mob Psycho, some Hunter x Hunter. Anywhere anime, you will see me. Meeks was quite excited too. We have something from Spirited Away. If you haven't seen it, beautiful movie. Go and watch it. Recently saw the play too. Some more artworks. The Sonic one looked a bit like AI, but it's so easy to notice AI artworks. We have a flexing clip. Don's was show off the G-Shock, the Dragon Ball Z X G-Shock. I can't lie, I was hating. It looks fire. It looks fire. And he had the ring to go with it that absorbs light or something. It's crazy. Anyways, we've got some Lego Army sets here. Would never collect for Lego. It's just way too expensive, man. Hella expensive. They had these cool cards, Pokemon cards that were doing for £5 for 50. Not a bad deal, especially if you're looking to collect or doing like reveals.
But man, this is when you're editing. I'm very proud of you. I love how you're taking it seriously. I see you in the corner looking into the distance. That's all good though. I'm very proud of you. Well done. He's smiling at me. He doesn't know what's going on. Shit, my guy. Appreciate it.
Shout out to my boy Dance, man. You know when your friend does something off camera and then you go back to edit and you see? That's my boy. Shout out to my boy King Dance. His socials will be below as well. If you like COD videos, that's him. Okay, so then we had some art books. This was the final boss of art book vendors. They had Samurai Showdown, Last of Us, Witcher, Final Fantasy, Cuphead, Super Mario, Legend of Zelda. They had so much art books. And if you know me, I love a good art book. I love them. But yeah, some good ones. And they were all sealed. There's just attention to detail when it comes to art. When you have a sealed art book as well, that makes it all the more special. Yeah, they had a lot of art books I was looking to collect. Even some, they're just so clean and they know how to get me. They know how to. I'm a fiend. But now, man, they had some wicked artworks, some stuff from like Legend of Korra. Even the vendor, I could tell he knew that I liked art books because he kept saying, yeah, that one, this, that. Leave me alone, please, my wallet. But no, they had some metallic artwork as well that looks similar to stuff like Display. They do metal artworks as well. Some really cold ink artworks here. Even the snow one just on the left. Love some good traditional art. Can always appreciate where I started when it comes to this art thing. They even have a nice little spot called Artist Alley where people coming up with their own stories or, you know, their own comic or own universe or any startup campaigns for children's books. You know, different, just so much creative stuff or independent artwork. We also had some sword work. I put that right back down because it was bending a bit funny. I'm like, nah, you ain't taking my money. But I put that straight back down. There was also like a lightsaber kind of tutorial class. You see the guy there on the right? Don't let him fool you, okay? He is a pro. Look at the way he's twirling the lightsaber. Just know there were a few times I walked past and he was just, clipping legs, just showing people how it's done. But it's pretty cool for the kids as well. Shout outs to Jada Toys as well. They do some of the sickest artwork and figurines for Street Fighter. Nice and affordable and very presentable as well. Got some nice book markers for you nerds. No, I'm joking. I'm a nerd too, that's why I'm here. But yeah, very cool artwork and bookmarks. They're very unique. I like the iridescent kind of nature they got going on. Again, a lot of like adventure pouches and adventure books. There's just so much adventure stuff. Came over to a booth when I lost everyone and they had Street Fighter Alpha on the thing. Played someone, cooked him, of course, you know what it is. They also had this crazy looking, like, I don't know if it's resin, but resin kind of Pokemon kind of statues in the Pokeball. I love these. Hey, shouts out to my boy King Dance. Man gifted me the Akuma t-shirt, an early birthday present. I appreciate my boys, man. That's my guy. And this is just hella random, but if you go Comic Con, just make sure that you go with your people that bring the vibes. You know, even though Comic Con / EGX was a vibe, just going with like your family or your friends that just bring good vibes and good energy. Yeah, man, it was amazing. Yeah, this place's artwork, as you can see, the Dragon Ball Z. I don't even know what style to call this, but they have their own inkish, you know, like ink, very sketchy kind of style, and it's just a bag of anime characters. But you will find your favorite anime character from Rengoku, you know, Demon Slayer, Samurai Champloo, Afro Samurai, Attack on Titan. There was so many artworks that these guys did, and it just shows that you just can't go wrong. You're just gonna find something that you will leave with. There's no way you're gonna go Comic Con and leave with nothing. It's impossible. Hey man, just food for thought to kind of end off the video. When you go to Comic Con, the vibes, the people, everyone's there for a good time, so you can't go wrong with expectations. You're gonna have fun. You're gonna see something that's for you. You're gonna see cosplay that's for you. And overall, you're just gonna have a good time. So it's been Acrometh. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and comment on what events you go to. But thank you for taking the time to watch and vibing with me, man. Peace.